Good morning, mother fathers. Well, this morning I just wanna share with you kung some of the experiences that we had as parents ng twins and a toddler. Kasi yung twins namin and si Isla, they're only 1 year old apart from each other. So I just wanna give you a brief history on what happened. So my wife and I have been wanting to have a baby for several years from the time we got married in 2010. Pero it was only 2016 when we had our first baby. Despite of me having a condition like way back in 2011 that the doctor told me it would have cost me not to have a child, and so is my wife, who's had endometriosis at that time. So it was only 2 weeks before Bernadine was said to be pregnant and diagnosed in endometriosis. So the doctor told us that it was nearly impossible for us to have children, but we did. God blessed us with one, and so she was born. But it wasn't an easy pregnancy for Bernadine because 3 times muntik na malaglag si Isla, but she held on. So we have her right now, and we're thankful for her. She gives us so much joy, and para siya matanda ngayon. And yeah, and after that, I think we kind of underestimated what the Lord could do for us. So we were really surprised and actually shocked when we learned just a few months after. Wala pang 1 year old si Isla, and my wife was pregnant with Taylor and Martin. So nangyari actually, to be honest, nung nalaman namin na buntis si Bernadine kay Taylor and Martin, hindi ko malaman kung magiging masaya ako o hindi, kasi I was worried about Bernadine's condition. Yung high blood pressure niya, grabe. And then the doctor said yung risk ng pre-eclampsia niya this time is double compared doon nung pinagbubuntis niya sa Isla. And yeah, so what the doctor had predicted happened. As early as 16 weeks pa lang yung kambal sa tiyan ni Bernadine, and high blood pressure kicked in, and this time sobrang taas. So ayun, nagbuntis si Bernadine to the day na manganganak siya. But nung nanganak si Bernadine, that was the week na nagkaroon ng Category 5 hurricane sa Turks and Caicos Islands, kung saan kami nakatira. And ang hirap nun kasi pina-evacuate kami from our houses, and pinatira kami sa customs area ng office namin, which we were really thankful kasi napakaganda nung customs area namin. May aircon and may mga sala doon na pwede kami matulog, so it was comfortable for us. Kasi gusto nang mangyari ng hospital that they keep the pregnant women doon sa island, sa hospital mismo. But when if you see the condition there ng mga pregnant women doon, nakahalos iba doon sa sobrang dami. They were just sitting in a hallway sa floor, and some of them were just waiting na kung paanakin ba sila, So I didn't want my wife to be there kasi nakakaawa yung itsura nila. But thank God we got through, and then dumaan yung hurricane, yung Category 5 hurricane. Nothing happened to us, although yung bahay namin may mga damages sa loob nagawa ng tubig na pumasok. But other than that, we're okay, except for wala kami kuryente, walang tubig, there was no network signal. But yun nga, hospital wanted to take Bernadine back to the hospital. They said they need to take the babies out, twins out, kasi hindi na nila ma-contain yung yung blood pressure niya. So our option, there was no option. They said the problem was they can't do the surgery. They can't do the C-section surgery dun sa Turks and Caicos because walang kuryente. there was only one backup generator because the other one exploded because of the hurricane. So they said that if they do the surgery there and something happens with the generator, it could be fatal for my wife and the twins. So they wanted to transport them to another country. Our only options were Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, and Jamaica. So we were insisting to send us to the Bahamas kasi marami kaming kilala doon, and we have Ate Susan and Kuya Marlon Cabonce like our family there that helps us. Together with Bernadine, May, and Isla, we went to the Bahamas so Bernadine could give birth there. So that night that we got into to the Bahamas, Bernadine was admitted. Doctor said she was kind of cool and said to us that, oh, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're expecting. The twins are gonna be out tomorrow via C-section, and everything's gonna be fine. So we were like, oh, okay, good news. But then, just a few minutes after the doctor stepped out the door, she came back running to us saying that they need to get the twins out immediately because grabe na yung high blood pressure pala ni Bernadine at that time. They said the twins can't stay overnight sa tiyan ni Bernadine. So yeah, we prepared. They took her to the theater room, and I was really nervous kasi pinapasok nila ako eh. So I saw everything, but I chose just not to see paghiwa and all kasi it was really traumatizing for me. If we were in a really if we started really good na hindi ako sobrang stress, maaaring pinanood ko. And the process of pulling the babies out, lalo-lalo na kay Martin, naglabas sila ng malaking sandok na parang ako, anong gagawin niyo dyan? Yeah. So please be careful of my babies and my wife. Talagang gumaganon si Bernadine dun sa I was there. I was holding Bernadine's hands, and I was kissing her from time to time just to give her encouragement. But she was so strong, and mas ako pa yung nangihina, But so the babies were out, and yan, the surgery was successful. They were also able to take some kung ano man ang kailangan tanggalin kay Bernadine dun sa sakit niya. And everything went well. But the only problem was, yung twins, meron silang kanilang conditions. Si Taylor, nagkaroon siya ng sakit sa dugo that they said he needed to have some kind of treatment na parang, I don't know if it was called dialysis or something, but I don't think it's dialysis. But the process would be like they will drain the fluid or his blood to exchange with a form of liquid or something. And yeah, so I thought, sabi ko sa sarili ko, I won't let them do that to my son because parang napaka-critical ng process. Okay, so that was Taylor. He was put on an incubator for a while. And si Martin, ganun din. His intestines were bleeding. So every time na magpupo siya, may dugo. And he was so tiny. Kasi so premature babies. Parang kasing laki lang si Martin ng isang bote ng, ewan ko yun, nabutan niyo yung Coke 500. Ganon lang siya kaliit. And so was Taylor. Mas malaki lang ng konti si Taylor. Anyway, they were both sickly. Martin will be okay for a while. May darating na naman bagong sakit kay Taylor. Taylor goes well for a while. Si Martin naman. And it's been like that for almost 2 months. Unang nailabas ng hospital after a month si Taylor, and then couple of weeks after was Martin. And guess what? Nung naiuwi namin sa bahay nila Ate Susan si Taylor, meron na namang panibagong hurricane threat. And this time it was Maria, another category 5 hurricane. Grabe yung stress talaga namin. It came to a point that naglalakad ako from bahay nila Ate Susan and then to the hospital kasi parang I just wanted to have some time alone. And yeah, nung si Bernadine nasa hospital and the twins were at the hospital, I had to leave Isla with them, which is fine, I trust them. But nung lumabas na si Bernadine, ako ang pupunta sa Kambal, si Bernadine will just stay at home. Yung isa sa kanila nasa ibang part ng ICU, and the other one was on another. Di mo alam kung sino unahin mo. Anyway, we got through all that. It's been going on around for like 2 months. And pagdating namin sa island, ang problema pala namin was hindi kami makabalik ng Turks and Caicos Islands kasi the twins needed first a passport, pero hindi sila makakapag-apply ng passport, which is crazy kasi kailangan ng personal appearance sa Washington DC. Okay, first of all, paano kami pupunta ng Washington kung wala silang passport and US visa? And para ka-issue ng US visa, you needed a passport. Okay? So, parang wala kaming choice. So, what they were suggesting us is kumuha ng travel letter. And instead of going back to the Turks and Caicos, umuwi na lang ng Pilipinas via London. Bernadine, Isla, and I were okay. We all have our passports, valid passports, and US visas at that time. Pero yung Kambal, they were only gonna travel with travel letters. Can you imagine how difficult that would be for us? Bernadine being just having that surgery, meron pa siyang tahi, and meron kaming 2 newborn babies and a 9-month-old and a 1-year-old baby with us, and you will fly for like a little over 2 days from Bahamas to the Philippines via London. Sobrang hirap nun. So then we insisted na makabalik ng Turks and Caicos. So God made a miracle. We were able to acquire passports for the twins, and we even applied for US visas. When we applied for US visas, they were denied, and they even suspected Bernadine for a human trafficker, if there's such thing, or she was accused for human trafficking, and they were investigating her at the US Embassy if the twins were really hers, and why would she need a US visa for such young babies. And she was held at the US Embassy for hours. Normally, it would only take a few minutes for the interview, and for children especially, it won't take time. Kasi lalo na in babies, children doesn't need personal appearance because they can't speak for themselves. So kay Isla, ginawa namin, only Bernadine was present, and they gave her the visa. It was easy. But this time with the twins, sobrang dami nilang accusations against Bernadine. So grabe, sobrang sakit nun. Nung tapos na yung pinakawalan si Bernadine, she was able to come home to me. Iyak siya ng iyak. She felt violated after everything we've been through. Bakit ganun pa yung mangyayari? Ang sasakit daw ng mga sinabi sa kanya, ganyan. What they were accusing her of, hindi daw kanya yung mga bata, things like that. And so, hindi namin alam kung anong gagawin namin, because without the US visa, we are not gonna be able to enter back in the Turks and Caicos. But then, the insurance company insisted that we go back kasi ayaw na nilang pondohan yung stay namin sa Bahamas. So we flew back to the Turks and Caicos. When we got to the airport, this is what happened. They don't want to accept us because the twins, even if they have the valid passports, they don't have working permits. My goodness. Why would you look for a working permit from 2 newborn babies or whatever documents? So we're, common sense is that we're back on the island as parents of these twins, that they're supposed to be born in your country, but your government sent us to another country because you can facilitate. Uh, you can
It's so dangerous
dangerous where.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't like. I do.
Yeah, so yeah, they can facilitate the surgery, and they can perform the surgery. So yun ang nangyari. We were held at the airport for like 6 hours.
Oh, 6 hours, Daddy.
No more bottles. Wala nang gatas. Sobrang wasted. Nakaupo lang kami sa gilid. And people look at us na para kaming kawawa with no help. Anyway, after 6 hours, they
What,
said
6 hours?
thanks to our HR, Ms. Claudette Gibson, she helped us, and
Daddy,
my boss, Ms.
Daddy,
Debbie Aaron,
Daddy,
they helped us
Daddy.
through it.
What's 6 hours?
Yeah, I remember when the time we were at the airport, stuck at the airport with Taylor and Martin. I was telling them that story. So yeah, that's what happened. So it was really rough for us. So yeah, this video is to share you what happened to us and how we got through having
What's that?
these wonderful children. And you know, it wasn't, to just tell you, it wasn't easy, but it's doable with the help of God and with the help of people around us. If there's any out there na merong who's going through the same situation with us, meron kang anak, bago kang tatay, bago kang nanay, isang bata, dalawang bata, or maybe exactly like us, you have twins and a toddler, maybe this would help. I'm not gonna tell you to do the same thing, but maybe our experience would also be able to lighten yours, and you know, I'm just here to help, and hopefully learn something from our experience. So in the next videos,
Daddy,
I'm going to
Daddy,
share you how we
Daddy,
practice them to
Daddy,
sleep, and how we
Daddy,
yes, my love.
just like a egg bean.
Yeah, so very important is yung children should have a sleeping pattern because it helps both you and your children
So much.
so much. That's right. Why don't you sleep?
But that's morning.
Okay, alright. She doesn't take daytime nap except when she's inside the car. Pero we make sure that she sleeps at 7 o'clock
And I
and wake up the following day and have a total of 12 hours of
and
sleep.
and
Okay, so we'll see you again, hopefully soon, as I put everything up together. And yeah, all right, mother fathers, thank you for watching. Bye bye.